So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Great. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Part whatever the fuck this is.
Oh, the Charlie Murphy memorial session.
Session?
Yeah.
Not episode?
Nope. It's a session, bruh.
Hey, pick a number 1 through 31.
12.
Just gonna make sure we haven't done that one. No, you're good. So, you got anything to say today, Carlos? Huh? Maybe?
Alright, why don't you invite me and we'll find out.
I did invite you.
Why are you lying to the mass media?
I'm not lying.
Oh, there we go. I just got it.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Sit down. Alright. Ooh, pouring up a nice one. This is late night Yu-Gi-Oh! Sessions with Nick and Carlos.
Welcome. Get ready to have your minds blown and send to the Shadow Realm.
The Easter special.
Oh snap, there's a card called Nobleman Eaterbug. That's like an upgraded version of Man-Eater Bug. It's crazy. What a world we live in.
What a wonderful world it is.
My apologies to anyone who had to use the bathroom as I poured that drink.
I remember I had a story earlier in the week that I wanted to tell you, but I completely forgot.
Welcome to my life.
We already spoke about how my students thought I was pushing 30, right?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, so... And then they were all stunned to find out that I'm a mere young, youthful age of 24. They were just like...
That's old.
Fuck you.
I think it's
You're 24.
I think it's extra old because I know you're not 24 for much longer.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Did you leave that part out?
25 with 2 degrees, so suck a dick.
You're about to be halfway between adulthood and youth.
Don't say that.
How's it feel?
Feels great to be alive.
I don't believe you. So, they thought you were 30, and they don't get any. They don't get any of your references.
No, what I'm more stunned about is that, like, I look youthful, you know? I look youthful. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No one asked you. But then they were just like, they were talking about how they were running back their recollections of class, and they were like, now you kind of make more sense, but... I'm like, make more sense? But they're like, yeah, you one time went home for spring break, and you said you're gonna go home to your mom because you're her baby, and I'm like...
So are they like talking amongst themselves like, what the fuck, this 30-year-old still lives at home with his mom?
Yeah, apparently.
That's amazing.
And they were just like, well, it makes sense because, like, you're always your mom's baby. And I'm just like, no, I'm literally young. I'm still youthful. Like...
And they were like,
I've never felt more violated by people I don't really know.
Did you proceed to give them like a mountain of homework?
Oh no, I'm not an asshole.
I am. I would have been like, here's some busy work, bitches. Now who's old? But I'm vindictive, so. So, should we talk about why this is called the Charlie Murphy Memorial Episode?
Because our dear sweet friend Charlie Murphy, Darkness, has lost his fight against leukemia.
Yeah,
if you don't, he's famous from the Chappelle Show and stand-up, and his brother is Charlie Murphy.
Nope, his brother is Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yeah. I don't see color.
That doesn't apply here, but okay.
For a period of time, I thought the joke of the Charlie Murphy Hollywood specials was that he wasn't actually Eddie Murphy's brother. He was just someone trying to make up bullshit lies.
How could you ever think that? He looks exactly like him.
I was very young at the time.
And impressionable?
Apparently. But in a way, it made them funnier, thinking of someone trying to like fake how many celebrities they knew, and then when you actually find out, it was like it added another level. Also, I was like 8 at the time when that show came on.
So yes, Charlie Murphy passed away. It's pretty sad, actually. He was like a funny dude. I've watched his stand-up a lot.
It blew my mind how many people don't know who.
That's what I think is the worst here. Is that
Dave Chappelle is, though.
That who don't even know who Chappelle is?
Yeah, like
he was the most popular man on TV from like 2002 to 2004.
That don't matter to white people, apparently.
God, how old are we?
Not that old.
I think we are. I think we have to start accepting it.
It's the youth who are wrong.
Well, yeah, it's pretty messed up. My brother actually texted me and he was like, I texted him a picture of my new hat, and he came back with, Charlie Murphy's dead? I was like, it's a fucked up thing to say when someone should send you a picture of a new hat. And he goes, oh, well, you're the only one I know who knew who he was. And I was just like, and he was like, hat's dope though. I was like, thanks, man. So.
I love how the hat is the second thought.
I know. Just like, literally sent you a picture of a new, like, just with the caption, new hat. The caption was new hat, who dis, which is a play on the meme, new blank, who dis.
Really?
And there's your memeology for the day. And he was just like, Charlie Murphy's dead. That'd be funny if it was like his reaction to it, where it's like, hey, here's my new hat. Charlie Murphy is dead, and you're posting with a new hat.
Who gives a shit about your personal life?
Like, damn, he's right.
The guy from the Jay Giles band also died, but
I don't know who that is, nor do I care. I don't have enough cares.
he's
I
more-
can't pass him around.
Man, I have never not cared about a class so much. I've now become stressed out about how much I don't care about my classes.
That's a weird problem to have.
It's the worst problem to have.
I would argue that being stressed out about your classes the conventional way is the worst problem to have.
No, I think it's healthy. I think it's important.
To have close to mental breakdowns for a degree that's not going to matter in the long run.
Bitch.
I don't like that you're getting better in combination with you randomly picking my decks. Some of them that are better than others. This is not going well for me. At least Spencer's not going to interrupt us this time.
Oh, that's good. That's always a pleasant.
Well, we're not going to play Monopoly at 11 o'clock at night, so...
Are you so sure?
Unless you have a surprise for me.
The Easter special?
Spencer and I have been talking on Facebook, and we were going to do a surprise Monopoly episode.
Oh, fuck. I fucked this up. I got too...
You definitely fucked up there.
I got too hasty.
I mean, you gave up a 5,500 attack point monster. What's wrong?
I know. I know what I did.
I just feel like you don't think these things through.
I thought his special effect was...
Oh, you thought.
Bitch, I thought.
Well, it's funny that you wait to fuck up until after I say you're doing so much better. Alright, come on, deck. This is ridiculous.
Have you ever gotten annoyed that someone doesn't get your cultural references?
Like what? Probably, but like what?
So Anne is watching The Get Down for God knows what reason. And she texted me like, isn't one of the rappers, like, cause I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. I can't stand bad rap. And she's like, isn't one of the producers like a famous rapper? And I'm like, yes, Nas. And she's like, who's that? And now I know, Nick, that you don't really care because you don't listen to music.
No. Well, not that music.
But that's like watching a TV show about basketball and then not knowing who Shaquille O'Neal is.
Is now Shaqay? Is he popular? Is he a popular basketball player?
Shaquille? Is it Shaquille?
Shaquille O'Neal? Oh, I get it because it rhymes. That would fuck with me on like a deep level.
I'm just like, how white could one be?
never ask the question. People always surprise you at how white they can be.
Shit, white people find new ways to surprise me.
I mean, to be fair, we've just... I now have to name my first child Morgan, so... My children are going to continue to be very white.
I have a black friend who's named Morgan.
I also know some black person named Morgan.
Wow, we're really
dancing around it.
Welcome to the diversity episode.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's talk about 13 Reasons Why. One of the worst shows well, I've only watched the pilot, in my defense. But do you know the premise of it, Nick?
Of the Get Down?
13 Reasons Why.
Oh, no, but maybe you should explain it anyway, because I'm not the only one you're talking to here.
Well, I just want to make sure, just in case you want to help me, like, tag me in.
Okay, yeah. No, I know nothing.
Alright. So, trigger warning, for lack of a better term. So the show itself talks to this girl commits suicide. Tragic. But then she creates... I shouldn't be laughing. 13 tapes.
This girl commits suicide.
Haha, Tyler Murphy.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah. So she commits suicide, and she leaves 13 tapes that have 13 people related to them. Each tape features a person and something about them that causes her to commit suicide. Now, I've only finished one episode, so bear with me. I've read some articles about it, though. In the book itself that it's based on, the main character, he listens to all the tapes over the course of one night, and he has recollections over it, which to my mind sounds like a better story. In the TV show, it's over the course of a week or two, and he slowly goes through the tapes, which I still think is a bit odd. But here's the thing. These are cassette tapes. It's set in modern day times. But
I can already see where this is going.
the first hurdle in my mind in the show is, how's he supposed to get it? I don't know where I can find a cassette player. I don't have a boombox on me. I don't know where I can find a Walkman. And also, she gives him a map to go find things, and I'm like, girl, you're kind of waiting on me to place an order on Amazon, wait for it to come back. Then I can actually go do
I feel like you're putting a lot of this on me. I feel like it's a little selfish of you.
Not to say that, but I'm just like, one, you're also... Again, bear with me, I've only watched one episode. I'm probably going to finish all because I love to hate watch things.
Yeah, you do. You're really vindictive about stuff like that.
Oh, because I feel like once you hate something, you really have to double down the hate. You have to prepare your arguments for the hate. But, she puts it...
You gonna be alright?
It's just, I'm thinking back to how ludicrous the premise is. So this boy's supposed to listen to 13 tapes to a woman who killed himself, right?
Killed herself.
Yeah, killed herself. And one of the threats is, if you don't do it, I'm going to release, we'll release all the tapes for everyone, because you're supposed to listen to the tapes and then pass them on to the next person in line. And there's a guy.
And she's giving a lot of demands here.
Nick, I know.
Can you imagine? What if she just killed herself and just no one found the tapes?
Exactly, Nick. She's putting a lot of pressure on also the person who's supposed to release everything. This person really must care for you.
And I mean, if you're killing yourself, I feel like you're under the impression that no one cares about you. So it's kind of weird to put that on someone. It kind of raises the question, why are you doing it at all? But I'm sure that's going to be explained by the end of the series.
Yeah. Once I finish hate watching it.
Probably reason number 13.
But it was just so, the main character dude, I was annoyed with him because he's going through this tape really slowly, and he's freaked out anytime anyone listens to it, catches him listening to it. I'm just like, bro, just put on some headphones, chill out, pour yourself some nice glass of Mountain Dew.
What? I don't think this is an appropriate time to do the do.
It's always inappropriate. I had Mountain Dew for the last week, and it is snorting crystal meth. I know you can't snort crystal meth, but...
You can if you try hard enough.
Also, This guy's like, he got the hair. He really out here blacking it up.
That is my professor.
He got tenure, right?
He does.
Oh, shout out to him. Does he have a real soothing voice?
Kinda. Not as much as mine. Which, I mean, I can say that now.
Things have gone shit's creep for me.
We have another duel, so.
Yeah, the heart of the cards are not helping me tonight.
Oh, I have another story for you. One that I can tell on video.
What's this? Let's...
So, it's about a little channel called Wrath of Zalis. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Never watched the videos.
Good, so this is for you. So I got a Facebook message from a random person on Monday, which is never good. It's never a good thing. It's never going to be like, hey, I saw your profile picture, or I saw you walking on campus, and I just really want to fuck the shit out of you, and that's it. That's all I was going with that. It's never like, hey, would you like some pussy?
Wait, what?
Did you just completely space out during that entire anecdote?
I got caught up on the sliding in the DMs. I got lost in the imagery, the ovation.
Continue. It's your turn. If you can do that and take in a story.
It's your turn.
It's absolutely your turn.
Oh wait, then I can't do anything. I thought I didn't think I'd draw a card. I drew a card yet, and it's game.
So anyway, it's never a good thing. But someone was just like, hey, are you Nick Zalis? And I was like, I mean, bitch, you saw the name. Like, what are you talking about?
Bitch, you guessed it.
And she was like, I have a so I'm doing an article about making money on YouTube, and one of my professors, Professor Mann, M-A-N-N, but in my head I'm always just like Professor Mann. Because how could you not?
I don't blame you. I called the high school teacher we had Arena Bowl because her last name was Arena.
That's true. So
wait 1 second. I don't know if my building's on fire.
If it is, you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh till you die. So
the final recording.
And then you're gonna leave me cassette tapes.
Oh yeah, here are the 13 years. It's just God. That's okay. Yeah, continue with Professor Mann.
So she's writing an article about making money on YouTube for, I think, a magazine class. I don't know what class it was. And my professor was just, or the old professor was just like, all right, I had this kid named Nick Zalis. If you can find him, he might be able to give you an interview and tell you what it's like. And I was like, that's a really vague way to tell someone to go. He could have easily put you in contact with me, but he was just like, oh no, go find him, see what happens.
He literally could have forwarded you the email.
He could have done fun. He could have even lifted the tiniest bit of his finger to help. And he was just like, nah, I mean, he exists, go find him. And, like, can you imagine if she didn't reach out to me on Facebook? It was just like, so I'll tell you from my perspective, and then there's more after. So she sent me the message, and I was like, oh, well, it's like this. You can do it through ads, through Patreon, through donations, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, that's cool. And, thank you. This has been very helpful. And I was like, you're welcome. And I was just like, I was like, so how did you find me? And she's like, oh, I have a class with, Lucas Mann. And I was like, oh, Professor Mann. And she was like, yeah, so thank you. I was like, okay. So that was, on Monday. Now on, today, this was a developing story, apparently. I was, in my Spanish class, we were watching a movie. And this kid came up to me, or this kid said, like, hey, so what kind of videos do you do on, like, your YouTube channel? And I was like, what? Who told you I had a YouTube channel?
Shit, you wait, how did I lose?
I attacked you with an 8,800 attack point monster that you can't activate traps or spells against.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So continue with your boy
Yeah,
finding out.
So, just pick a number from 1 through 31.
31.
Oh god, I don't think that's a finished deck. Oh, okay. You're gonna hate this. So he was just like, oh, so, you know, what kind of games and stuff do you play? Which I hate that question, because the answer, you can't just be like, oh, I play Digimon games.
I play porn games.
People would watch that. If I said I play Digimon games, that attracts exactly 0 people.
Plug Spencer's channel.
I should do that. My name is Skullcat.
Just a lot of cat porn.
So, it's literally the kid who sits next to me, and he was just like, so what kind of games do you play? I was like, what? I never, this is Spanish. I never brought up my YouTube channel. What is this? I was like defensive. I was like, I don't, who are you? What is this?
Bitch,
and he was like, oh yeah, so my friend is taking the class with Professor Man, and was like, and he basically just told her, if you want to know more, there's this kid, go find him. And he was like, so she came back to him, just like, I have no idea who the fuck this is, and none of our friends knew, and there was a part of me who was like, oh, I thought it was more well known. I was like, none of us know who this kid is. And then, so he's like, we went to look up his videos. I'm like, wait a minute, how did you find the videos? And he was like, oh, the professor knew the name of the channel. I was like, he knew the goddamn name of the channel, but couldn't fucking send an email saying like, hey, go do this. And we listened to a video, and I was like, oh man, that's never good. Why would you listen to a video out of nowhere? And he was like, I know this kid. He sits next to me in Spanish class. I know that voice. And I was like, what a weird backwards way to find. So, oh no, so she sent the message on Tuesday because he was like, I'll get you in touch with him. And he was like, I'm going to see you in class on Tuesday. And then I just didn't go on Tuesday. So, he flat out said like, I don't know how to find, I can't find him. So you're going to have to set something up on your own. No, she was like, oh, okay, I'll just message him on Facebook. So he did exactly nothing in this whole process. Well, he was involved. I was just like, what a strange thing. I'm just like, oh, you would think that would have gained me subscribers, but I don't think I did.
You might have lost one.
I know. It's just like, that was so weird. What a weird set of circumstances. It was just like,
I love how he asked what games do you play after looking at your YouTube channel.
That's a great thing, right? I was just like, he saw.
Motherfucker, there ain't no secrets. There's not a secret channel where I play the games that you can't show on YouTube.
Well, I mean, there is.
There's a secret channel?
Yeah, you've been on it.
Is it the one?
I'm just kidding. There's no secret channel.
I thought it was gonna be like the Google Drive thing we had with the Pokemon movie.
Well, you know what? You're right. There is a secret channel. I made it up as a joke, but you're right. If you want to watch the Pokemon movie, let's watch. Just find the Google Drive.
It's in one of the videos.
YouTube was like, we're not having this.
They shut that shit down quick.
Yeah, they did. So, that's my story of, I guess, being recognized or being pointed to and stuff like that.
You're internet famous now.
Great. Super. Everything I wanted to be.
Is that all you dreamed of more?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Why did you do that? That goes against my strategy.
What was the strategy?
For you not to kill my monsters.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, this card has no business being in this deck. I don't know why you have Phantom Sky Blaster, a fiend monster, in your dragon deck.
Because it helps with that.
It really doesn't. It helps when you're winning. It doesn't help when you're losing.
Well, it's helping right now, you son of a bitch.
It would have been better to just keep 2 separate monsters.
Well, I have a fucking plan, Nick. Can I never have a plan?
I don't think you do.
I do, son of a bitch.
What's the plan, Carlos?
You'll fucking see it.
Oh, thanks, Trump. I have the best plan.
It's gonna
Perfect plan for defeating ISIS. Generals can't do it, but I've got the plan.
It's gonna be bigly. So we're gonna talk about United Airlines.
We could. I've flown United before. I never knew I was in danger.
I just feel like, damn, now I gotta wear like a football helmet when I take the airplane.
That's fucked up.
I just mean like, what?
Did you see the video?
Yeah, and I was just like, who cares about their job enough to assault someone? Cops.
What kind of weird power trip were they on? Also, if someone flat out isn't gonna move, wouldn't you just ask for another volunteer before fucking resorting to cops? Like being like, alright, this guy's just not moving. We need someone else who's more weak-willed than him. Carlos?
Sorry, I got a stupid emotional text from my coworker.
Just tell him to sit the fuck down. It's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
No, she like, I'll crack a joke, and she'll take that joke, sit on it for 3 days, come back to that joke, and say, why would you say that to me?
That's amazing.
And I'm like, it was a joke. Did you not see me laugh after
How
it?
old is your coworker?
She is 22.
So she's young and doesn't know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, well, no, she's smart enough.
Clearly not.
Generally, just about everything but that.
Fuck, what were we talking about? United Airlines?
Yeah. And then my coworker decided to emotionally text me and look for a valid response after 10 p.m.
So, I have until Tuesday off. Am I getting Nier Automata, or am I getting Persona 5?
You're getting Persona 5, you son of a...
But I don't understand why. So here's the thing. I don't understand why you're like
Because
so adamant that you need to be the one to buy Nier. Like only you can support Platinum.
I didn't make these rules, man.
You did make the rules.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
You said you legitimately don't know, but let's just fill in the audience. Carlos and I game share. Fucking come at us. We're criminals. We don't play by the rules.
Don't be saying that it's on the fucking YouTube channel when we're trying to like get signed by Sony.
Oh god, that'd be amazing. Wait, it's kind of funny even signed by Sony.
Who cares? Those motherfuckers sold out.
Did they? To who? Rooster Teeth?
I don't know. To white America.
That's what. Greg Miller is white America.
But
Actually, I would argue Colin was white America.
This is true.
So yeah, we game share, and Carlos has brought exactly 3 games to the table.
Motherfucker, fuck you.
And I've brought like 20.
You just don't want to play any of my games for some godforsaken reason.
Like what, Carlos? List off the games.
Shadow of Mordor.
No, I've never watched Lord of the Rings. Why would I play that?
Because it's a really good fucking game. Watch Dogs 2.
I just couldn't get into it. I don't care.
What else?
I'm sorry. Actually, Watch Dogs 2 was one of the games you brought to the table.
Yeah, son of a bitch. I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
See, this is kind of playing into my argument.
Name one motherfucking game, bitch.
That I brought?
Yes.
Man, Witcher 3, Kingdom Hearts collection. You know what?
In my defense.
Let me just check this. Let's just go down the list, Carlos. Let's see. Grand Theft Auto. No, you had Grand Theft Auto.
Are you really going down your game library?
Just Cause 3.
Okay, in my defense, I don't like that game, so it doesn't count.
That does count.
That doesn't count.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
Hey, I gave you Doom.
Final Fantasy 15.
Tomb Raider.
Let's check the library.
Mafia 3.
These do not count. You specifically told me not to play some of these.
I never said that.
I gave you Digimon World Next Order.
I ain't gonna play it.
I gave you Knack.
Metroid Last Light.
I gave you Titanfall 2.
No, you didn't. I have Titanfall 2. We bought it during
was that the last game we bought?
Yeah, that's what we were like. This is stupid. Why are we buying the same games instead of doing this?
So, anyway, we game share. Carlos brings something to the table.
Do you want me to buy both? Is that what you want?
No, I'm just saying. But so, I said like I've got some free time. I'm about to platinum Kingdom Hearts 1. I want to play a new game. So, which of these two should I buy? Because you also have a say. Because if I buy it, then you get it too. And you told me Persona 5, not because you want to play Persona 5, because you want to be the one to buy Nier Automata for some reason.
I think Platinum deserves my money.
But why doesn't it deserve my money? Do you feel like I'm a fake Platinum fan or something?
I don't know, because it's just more, even if you don't, I think I'm probably going to like it more, but I don't want you to feel,
It felt very Okami-esque.
I didn't want you to get burned, you know, because I love you so much.
No, I played the demo. I'm fully on board. I want to get that game, like, stat.
I'm going to fuck you raw right here, right now. And I'm gonna lose the return game.
The what? Oh, you're gonna lose the next game, and then the third game, who knows?
Yeah.
It's about how all of these go. Were you surprised at how black my professor was, my advisor?
No.
Did the stories do him justice?
I gotta meet the guy.
I think you should.
What?
What?
I got a stupid text. She said, I was just marinating on it. And I go, I know. You don't know me.
Man, is this girl trying to catch some dick?
No, because she doesn't. She's a height supremacist.
This is my favorite problem in the world because it just does not affect me. Like most problems in the world. But it's one I'm not sympathetic to because it's not a real problem, so I don't give a shit about it. People aren't dying because they're too short. So I don't give a shit. Do you want to explain what height supremacist is?
It's a term.
It's pretty straightforward, but
it's a term I took from the league where people have height limits based on who they're attracted to and who they treat with respect. And my coworker refuses to have sex or date anyone below 6 feet.
Which is kind of common from what I've heard.
Which is a very common problem.
Carlos, how tall are you?
That's not up for discussion on this.
You are 5'7"3/4. You know how it's pathetic because you use the 3/4 part still.
I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8".
Carlos, how tall am I?
Much taller than I.
I'm 6'2".
Well, fuck you too then, buddy.
Yeah. So, that does not affect me.
So she's very much... She literally counted the way. She's like, oh, so you're really 2 out of 3 in my, like, I find attractive list. And I'm like, 2 out of 3. She's like, yeah, you're black and you're cute, but you're short.
You know what that sounds like to me?
I've never wanted to strike a woman so much in my life.
It sounds like it's just like a general rule to like keep thirsty people at bay.
And I'm like, I'm not even trying out here. I'm
It kind of just sounds.
life.
It just sounds like, oh, sorry, I don't make the rules, but it's there. You don't meet the requirements.
Can't even put in a job application.
Nope, you don't have the experience.
Alright, gonna summon you. I'm gonna sacrifice you. Gonna work these cards.
You're gonna work them over real good.
Yeah. Hurt I feel.
Oh, I have another story for you.
Ooh, I love a good story.
I know, that's why that's why we do this. Thanks for breaking down the friendship. That's why we're both here. So I get my hair cut at Supercuts because I like supporting corporate America, and every single person that I've talked to takes issue with that.
I've never met...
Which just makes me want to do it more.
You were literally the only person I go, fuck a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, fuck local barbershops. I don't want to go in somewhere where they know my name. I want the anti-cheers. I want to go in somewhere and then just be like, what's your name? It's like, doesn't matter. Here's the name. And then like, okay, whatever. And they cut my hair and then I leave. There's no, oh, Nick, how's this? Oh, what's this?
Supercuts ask you for your name as when you walk in?
Yeah, because they gotta like check you in their computer.
Oh, that's some fake bullshit. When I walk into my barber shop, I make eye contact with my barber and I'm like, you free next? Granted, my roommate, he and a lot of other people, they actually like to get the number and like the contact information of the dude. And I'm just like, you seem to be coming in here every week at this time. I'm gonna guess this is like your schedule. And he's like, yeah. but I don't like having that close conversation.
Part of this is the difference between black and white people and going to barbers. Part of it is me. I know. That's what I mean. Part of it's just me being the abnormal one.
I'm glad that you're aware of that.
No, yeah. So I go in, and first of all, Carlos, you're not gonna believe this story.
I probably won't.
I go in, and I'm like, and I sit down and I wait, and then another guy comes in. They take his name, and they're like, and he's just like, oh, my name is Nick so and so, and I was like, oh, it's gonna create problems for you in a couple minutes. So the connection to your opponent's been lost. You just jetted the fuck out of there.
18.
Pick a number. Okay, thanks. No, you've done 18, I think. Let me double check. I don't want any repeats. Yeah, we've done 18.
9.
I have no confidence in this. This is a broken deck. No, pick another number.
No, 9.
Fine. I'm only gonna do a single. So it gets to they're a little backed up, and I found out later it's because Easter's coming up. Apparently, people get their haircuts for Easter. I got my haircut because my hair was too long, and that was it. So
riveting storytelling here.
I know. A real Stephen King of his generation. And so there's two barberas.
Barber.
I think they're stylists when they're female. And they were like switching back and forth between like manning the desk and like cutting hair. So the person who takes my name goes, cuts hair. The other person comes over and she takes the other dude's name, and she sees Nick's already listed, and she's like, oh, well then clearly we already took this man down. Because she sees a Nick and she's like, all right, well, we're done. So they go, all right, Nick, it's time. And I'm like, all right. And the guy goes to get up, and I'm just like, oh, my name's Nick too. And he's like, oh, you're here first. And they go, we only have one person down. Is there anyone else who's gonna come to get their haircut? And he was like, I was here. And they were like, oh, we don't have you listed. And I was just like, this is amazing to watch. This is just pure, just mix up. And I'm just, I could have helped. I could have been like, oh, well, he was here. And I was just sat silently. I was just like, whatever.
No, you gotta bystand. You have to bystand.
I had to bystand. So that was just a small part of the story. So I go in, and I'm in love with you guys. Occasionally, after about 2 months, I start getting one eyebrow instead of two because of the connecting part in the middle. A unibrow, if you will. Now here's the thing. As a man, I'm not supposed to get it waxed. It's just like, people are just, oh. And my response to that is, so what do I do here? It's frowned upon to have a unibrow. If I shave it, it'll just grow back literally in like a couple days. What, am I supposed to pluck it? Is that somehow more manly than waxing it? So I'm like, fuck you. There is no winning if you have a unibrow. You just have to get rid of it, and I don't care. It's your turn still, because you're... So, yeah. I was just like, this is some bullshit. This is some... I don't know what to call it. It's just a thing. It's bad. And I was like, whatever. I've been doing it since I'm 13. I don't care. So I go over. I got, this is the first time this has ever happened. My stylist was Latina. And, yeah.
Latinx.
she just does it. She pulls it right off. Usually it takes like a couple like tries to get it off. She just gets the whole like middle bit off in one like pull. I was like, all right, good on you. I mean, as much as it normally does, I guess. And I was like, cool, we're one and done. So I sit down and we start talking. I made a bad joke and it didn't land, and it hurt really badly.
What was the joke?
Obviously, I'm gonna tell you. So she had like cut the side part, and she had like, while she was like doing the top, she'd like flopped it over, and I looked like... Now here's what I said. I said, I look like the villain in every Tyler Perry movie, which I thought was a decent joke. And she was like, which movie? Because there are multiple. I'm like, it's just, there's always one bad white guy. And she was like, oh, but which one do you look like? And I was like, it's never mind. It didn't work out. It was a bad joke. Like, God damn it.
I'm happy she did that to you.
God damn it. She killed this for me. So that was how that went. And, what are we doing on here? What's this? What's all this? Well, fuck you. How dare you? Where do you get off?
I don't.
Anyway. So, she's cutting my hair, and I was just like, you know, I have to do a Spanish video today, where I have to, like, make a fake Spanish newscast. And she's like, oh, do you hablar español? ¿Qué si habla? And I was just like, nope. Nope. You have gravely mistaken how much I can speak. And she was like, she literally stopped cutting my hair, got in front of me, and like gave me like so then what do you, and she like gave me a look, and she's like, so what are you taking it for? And I was just like, it's required it's required to take 4 semesters of it. And she's like, for what degree? Like, what does this help you? And it's like, no, everyone has to take 4 semesters of a language. She's like, that's fucking stupid. I was like, yeah, it is. Thank you. And she was like, that's like when they made me take like art history. And I was like, yeah,
Fuck off,
I was like, I kind of understand it. I understand why we have 1 semester of art history, but I wasn't going to fight her on it. I was just happy to be on middle ground. I was just happy that we had something we could share.
That you got yes, that terrible joke.
I found common ground. I'm away from the joke.
You hate mom and pop shops, but here you are befriending
someone who, to be honest, shouldn't have been working in a Supercuts. Should have been working in a mom and pop. Which is where where the problem lied. Anyway, forget what else. Oh, so we get up to the register, and she's like, I'm not going to charge you for the wax, because, you know, it was just, I barely did anything, and I was like, God damn, is this what it feels like to be in a mom and pop?
How much does it cost to get your unibrow waxed?
Typically like $10.
The fuck are they doing? Are they like putting in the hair again to take it back out?
I just assume they're covering costs. I mean, obviously they're trying to make money, so I assume it's like half the cover of wax, half something else. It's like, whatever.
A business trying to make money? I don't believe it.
How dare they? Corporate America fucking us over again.
Did you see what Nintendo did?
Yeah, I did. I'm super excited to talk about that. They hate money.
I legitimately don't know like who is in charge over there.
So do you want to back it up for those who may have not seen it?
So they Nintendo, our dear friends.
Our dearly beloved Nintendo.
Yeah.
Our old senile grandfather of the video game universe.
They're discontinuing like those little awesome mini set things that they have. That they were making that also like aren't even close to making public like reaching public demand.
You're talking about the small like NES USBs that you could play. How many of the original NES games do you remember?
3 or 6.
Yeah, you could play a bunch of original NES games on it.
But like they discontinued it despite not reaching at all like how many people wanted it, and I would guess they were making a profit on it because like how much could it actually cost to make?
Yeah, how much were they charging for it? Do you know?
I think it was $60.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And they were just like, fuck it. So they discontinued something that was just making free money for them. And I'm just like,
can't have that.
What is wrong with Nintendo?
The only company that just hates having money.
And it's just like, it doesn't even make sense.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I can't.
Oh, something I also started watching. I started watching Riverdale.
You told me that. Oh, but going back to Nintendo, when I was reading a little bit on it, people were just saying like, oh, well, obviously, they're gonna, they want to resell like those games on like the market or something, like the Switch market. So.
But still, you had a finished product that people wanted.
And so, like, the big thing is that they weren't even meeting demand for it. Like, they weren't producing enough, and they're already discontinuing it. It's like, you have a market, and you're just, like, fucking just pissing it away.
Fuck this money, yo. They're just burning money in their back room.
Money is overrated. # Nintendo. So, what is Riverdale?
It's you know Archie and his friends.
Yeah. Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
It's that thing. How is it?
I like it more than I should.
Is Archie banging those two girls?
Not yet, but I've also fallen in love with the Veronica character.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is a white girl with black hair? Is she left-handed too?
I feel targeted. uh,
I'm just saying, you may or may not have a type, and I may or may not know it.
I do not have type. Contrary to popular belief, I do not have a type. I'm a Christian. What the fuck?
I play Magical Dimension.
What is this bullshit?
I sacrifice my Dark Magician
Dark
to summon Dark Magician of Chaos.
Oh, fuck you, you son of a bitch.
And Magical Dimension allows me to destroy one card on the field. But I feel like it's gonna be negated though, so that's okay. Yeah, that's about what I expected. It's hard out here for a pimp. You're playing one of the strongest decks in this goddamn game against me with an unfinished fucking deck. Some bullshit. The highest caliber. And you know it.
Hey, that's what I like. Fuck you, man. You fucked up my whole strategy.
How?
Because I couldn't continue the attack. Because for some reason...
Oh, hold on. If this card was normal, summon or special summon this turn, you can target one spell card in your graveyard add to your hand. You can only use this card destroys monsters after. Oh, ho. Wait. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's see this. I get to add a card from my graveyard back to my hand. I'm enjoying this. I feel invigorated. Carlos, I have a question for you.
What?
Do you believe in miracles?
I hate miracles. And Christ is rising on Sunday, and you're gonna make it suck.
I forget. Is this the part where he rises, or is this the part where
He dies tomorrow. He dies tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Last Supper.
So how are we gonna celebrate his death? I mean, how are we gonna?
What the fuck?
I came out wrong. How are we gonna, you know, make up for it? I don't know.
I honestly don't know where you're going with this
Me
show.
neither. So where do the eggs come in?
They symbolize rebirth.
I'm not super happy about you somehow destroying my card.
Christ has
I feel like some bullshit just took place.
Christ has risen.
And I'm supposed to just accept it.
Christ will come again.
I feel like some grade A bullshit just went down. And you're just like, yeah, that's part of the game. Fucking shut up, loser.
One of the funniest jokes I've ever seen by a terrible person was Johnny O'Brien.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't want to know where this is going.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that bad. What he did was, we were playing basketball and someone like made a 3-pointer. He grabs the ball and he wipes it on his shirt and he goes, "Just gotta wipe the bullshit off the ball real quick." I was just like, "You are a terrible human being. You are the scum of the earth." But that
was a good joke.
Yeah, I was just like, gotta give you that.
So let's talk about Johnny O'Brien for a second, because for some reason I was thinking of him the other day.
I'm sorry.
I know. He was a shithead in our school.
He called in a bomb threat.
Was he one of the ones who did that? Because we had like 7.
Yeah, that's why the dude that's why like he went missing for like the last year.
He went to jail?
Nah, he didn't go to jail, but something like it fucked up his life.
Good, you called in a bomb threat. It should fuck up your life. So, I see we're out here with some fake news, doing some fake cards.
Oh, wait, let me just end this right here. Goodbye.
Christ has come. Christ has risen.
What the?
Magical dimension.
Oh no, I did not plan for this.
I sacrifice skilled dark magician or skilled black magician to summon Dark Magician.
The Charlie Murphy.
My most loyal monster. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna work, but I thought I'd give it a shot. This duel was decided long ago, and the fact that I held up this long is pretty good. So anyway, I got started with Johnny O'Brien. So
okay,
he obviously was a shithead to me through high school because he was a shithead to everyone because he was a terrible human being.
Generally despicable.
Just one of the worst people I've ever met in my life. Not even like exaggerating. Like if I saw in a newspaper Johnny O'Brien dead, I'd be like, good.
Well, sometimes it'd be like that.
It wouldn't even be like, oh man, you know, he was, you know, kind of like this and this, but I was kind of hoping, no, I'd be like, good, I'm glad he's dead. So, pick a number.
Let's do 23, Jordan.
Good. I can win with this. So he so I think it was senior year. I had to get to the library. This was back when like my family was really starting to get broken. I had to get home, but I had no way to get home. So I'm like starting to walk towards like the library, and Johnny O'Brien pulls up next to me and he goes like, "Oh, Zalis, do you need a ride home?" And I was like, I guess, yeah. And he was like, "Oh, come on in." He was like feeling generous that day or something. It was very sunny. Maybe he'd like chemically changed or something. And I did think he started to mellow out a little bit towards the end. So, you know, for all the terribleness he started to become like a regular adult as things went on.
Yeah, I started to actually enjoy some of his company. Like,
so he
did have an odor though. I will say that he did smell pretty funky.
He did. He was one of those people who didn't believe in deodorant. So I got into his car, and first of all,
that's unsafe.
Holy shit. There was like trash and stuff everywhere. And the first thing he says is like, "Do you know how long you can drive when the gas tank's on E?" I was like, "I don't really know, man." He's like, I was just like, yeah, it's he was like, "Well, it's been on E for a while, but I can, you know, I'll probably get home." And I was just like, God damn.
That's how my sister lives. I don't understand.
Oh, I'm the same way. So I'm just like, well, that's a glimpse inside Johnny Hendrickson's life.
Wait, Johnny Hendrickson or Johnny O'Brien?
No, Johnny O'Brien, sorry. We have two Johnnies we don't really agree with.
A Johnny Hendrickson story should not ever end with you having a positive impact.
So he took me there. It's like, "Oh, cool, thanks, man." But like just that little glimpse, I was like, "God damn, his life is in shambles." I was just like, okay.
What kind of life is this man leading?
Things could be worse.
What was I gonna say?
But no, fuck Johnny O'Brien. I don't know.
I used to hate in high school giving rides to people because I always felt like they were judging my like the music. So it's just like, I don't want that pressure. I just want to have a casual drive home, but I have to drive your white ass from. Like, there's this one kid. I was just like, you're gonna. At a certain point, I had gotten relaxed with him enough points. I was like, you're gonna listen to whatever the fuck I want in this car. And some days you're gonna listen to some.
Are you gonna tell me who it is? Cause.
Nah, yeah, I don't think you know him. He was like he was a freshman and we lived in the same area.
Say his goddamn name.
I don't remember his name that time.
Your life is a lie.
I just remember that, like, he looked. I never trusted being in the car with him because I'm always just like, you might be the type who like, let's drink a full bottle of Everclear and everyone will like me.
So typical peer pressurable freshman.
Yeah, and he also had like a dark side, and he would like try to bully upperclassmen. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? We haze you.
Sit the fuck back down.
I was very much a like. I wouldn't say I'm not pro hazing. I'm very much know your role and shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ. I thought you were going to tell the story of when you kicked someone out of your car.
Sean?
Yeah. So I kind of want to tell it from my point of view, even though I wasn't there. I've heard this so many fucking times. This is partly my fault. So Carlos and I have been friends for, fuck, how many years now? Like 18, something ridiculous
The dawn of time.
We met in first grade. And we bonded over Digimon, which Carlos tends to forget now.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying, remember your roots, man.
I do remember my roots.
Just remember where you came from.
Anyway, continue.
So Carlos, so I moved a bunch. So we were friends first and second grade, and then I moved. We didn't really see each other again until 7th grade. And then we were friends in middle school, and then I didn't really see you too much until like halfway through high school. Is that accurate? Does this please the court?
Yeah.
And
I feel like you just missed freshman year.
yeah. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot.
Fuck up. Oh, I like how you changed your profile picture to your new hat. But continue.
Yeah, I did. Why are you on Facebook right now?
Cause you're in the middle of shit. Yeah, continue.
You literally just ended your turn, and as it ended, you're on Facebook.
Shut the fuck up, Nick. We did not come here to talk about my habits.
I think that's all we come here to talk about. So, Carlos had a group of friends. It was his friend Pat, who is in part 4 and 5 of the Scott Pilgrim series, and that's it.
His birthday just passed.
Oh, did it? I didn't say happy birthday.
Because you're an asshole.
It's
He
not on
also
Facebook.
doesn't. Yeah, it's on Facebook. So
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
I have to literally remember.
I have another friend whose Shannon's birthday was today, and hers isn't on Facebook. I'm like, God damn it.
No, you can't say happy birthday to that.
Like, what do you mean?
You can't encourage these people.
Anyway, so before I came back, Carlos had a friend group of Pat, and then there was his friend, quote unquote, Sean.
God damn, we putting quotes up in friendship.
Now, I never liked Sean, and I like him a little bit more now that he's kind of like mellowed out.
Nah, fuck that.
We'll get there. I always thought he was kind of an asshole and obnoxious, and it
he
didn't
is.
even really seem like he liked you, which was the weirdest part to me. Like, he just openly was hostile to you a lot. So I brought up the issue one time to Carlos and Pat. I was like, why do you guys hang out with Sean? And you guys were like, like you hadn't really thought about it.
Oh,
You didn't realize it was an option.
Okay,
So
I
think you can back up. You're gonna have to. I think I planted the seed of doubt in the friendship, and then things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. So I take credit for some of the events that occurred in like a general sense, but I think Carlos put the nails in the coffin himself. So back up a little bit, Carlos. How did you become friends with Sean?
So me and Sean, we were, so remember how at Gates they had, whatchamacallit?
Gates being our middle school, by the way.
Yeah, they had the 2 teams on it, right?
Yes.
We were on the same team, and then we were also on the same, we were in the same, science class, and we didn't really know it. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to
Okay,
figure
just
out.
making sure.
I saw the fucking swords were revealing light, and I was like, oh, it's gone. Oh wait, I still can't attack. And whatchamacallit? Me and him in the same class. And we're chilling. Just a couple dudes. We befriend each other in like 8th grade science. Also, we meet Carrie.
Carrie, you may remember from the other stories about the girl Carlos had to make a fake girlfriend with to, try and make. I don't even know how you describe it. She was the antagonist of Carlos's previous story.
So this is really like the 3 of us became friends. Me and Sean, we drifted apart freshman year, and then sophomore year we were in the same math class. It's me, him, Andrea, and Carrie, and then we also had the same Spanish class together. And so, and then we also had the same history class. So me and him had like a bunch of classes, and that's kind of how we like became friends.
Friendship by proximity.
That's how I became most of my friendships.
Except for us, man.
Motherfucker, we met like anyway.
I like that you're annoyed at me. we have such a long friendship. It's like, you don't count. Get out of here.
So me and Sean start getting close. He has a crush on Carrie. I'm problematic.
Who admitted the crush first?
No. See, here's the important part. So he tells
No,
me,
hang on.
no. This is important for the timeline. So he tells me he has a crush on Carrie, and also I don't care about Carrie at this point. I'm infatuated with Andrea, at my young age. So me and him befriend each other, and I'm like trying to psych him up and teach him how to like create a personality and like be a person. I'm such a good person, I know.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, I fucked up.
So kind.
And so me and him become friends. I'm trying to get him to get with Carrie. Carrie, at the same time, she likes one of my friends. A lot of other bullshit happens.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, she liked Kevin. Sean liked her. It was a weird fucking love triangle.
Man, no wonder you hate the Irish. So many red-haired white people fucked you over in your lifetime.
Okay, so here's the important part.
Yep.
A year passes, whatnot. He started dating this girl, Cassandra.
I don't remember this part of the story. Go on.
And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm not talking to anyone at this moment. It's all in the clear. Hey, Sean, do you think it's cool? I asked Sean, it's very important that you know, people, that the audience notes that Carlos, in his infinite wisdom and good human personality, asked Sean, would it be cool if I started talking to Carrie? Because
your wisdom is far from infinite, but I do agree. I think you were in the right in this point, which is a sentence I will never say to you.
So I asked him to make sure, like, hey, is it cool? Because like me and her seem to be really clicking, like getting close, and he's
well, not clicking in the physical sense, but
shut the fuck up. I hate you.
Go on.
And he goes, this motherfucker goes, yes. So your boy slides on through. Now.
Well, not really, but mentally, not physically.
Cassie cheats on Sean, breaks up with him.
Ooh, intrigue.
So senior year though, me and him are like, we're cool, but like Alex and Nick are now the people that I hang out with the most.
We're back in his fucking life, man. Alex's cousin Nick, your boy, first grade, represent straight out of Wampatuck.
Oh yeah, also in like junior year of high school, me and Sean were both on the cross country team along with Pat, and that's how me and Pat actually became friends.
Thank you for tying the story together.
Oh, of course, I love to bring it all together. And so me and Pat, we're cool. Me and Pat really start clicking.
Maybe in the physical sense. I don't know you guys that well.
The physical sense. And Pat, oh my god, this is like the worst duel ever.
I know, I can't draw the card I need.
Where was I? Sorry. Alright,
so you're friends with Pat.
I'm friends with my beloved Pat. Sean, after a couple months of Cassie breaking his heart and fucking his whole life up, I'm still trying to cheer on because I'm a good man. I'm a good man. Say whatever you want about me. I'm a good friend.
Alright, whatever.
I hear through the grapevine he's been talking to Carrie,
who Carlos is still actively seeking.
Yeah. And he starts becoming like an open asshole to me. Like usually he like
what a weird way to say that. But go on.
Like usually he was like the normal dick amount, like the Nick amount. I thought I like to call it.
Hang on, wait, what? Wait a minute, I'm the normal amount of asshole to you? Carlos, there is nothing but friendship in our friendship. There is camaraderie. There is no anger or animosity in our friendship.
Motherfucker, there are tapes. There are tapes.
Despite sometimes one of us is way, way more of an asshole than the other. Do not put this darkness on me. This is absolutely you. Continue.
But anyway. I was very peevish about, like, if you're in my car, you have to put a seatbelt on.
It took so long to get to this point.
You have to put a seatbelt. Them's is the rules. That's like...
Which I think is a good rule. Kids, if you're driving, I know some of you are just getting your licenses at the tender age of 18, 19, 20. If anyone tries not to wear a seatbelt in your car, including you, kick him. Kick him straight in the fucking face. That's Carlos's advice.
That's not what I did. But what I did. So we're driving, and I'm cracking a joke. I'm like, hey, if you don't put your seatbelt on, I'm gonna drop you off in front of this ugly girl's house, and you don't have to deal with her conversation, and have to explain to her why you got kicked out of the car. And he thinks I'm not gonna do this shit. And he's pissing me off. And so what I do is I sort the fuck out, and he's not putting his seatbelt on. I go, put your seatbelt on. It's your last choice. And he goes,
You flat out stopped, didn't you? You said like put on the seatbelt.
Yeah, I stopped the car, turn off the engine, I say, put on your seatbelt, and he goes, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that. So I get out of the car, open the door. Pat's also sitting in the backseat, not doing shit.
I fucking love that. Pat is the bystander to so many of our goddamn stories.
Pat is just witnessing. Oh, that's my turn. And he's just like, Pat's like, never seen me this annoyed and this upset. So, he's just like, what the fuck is going on with Carlos and Sean? So I kick Sean out of the car, and then I drive away. And he calls me, and I don't pick up. And also, my blood is pumping. I'm like, whatever.
There's definitely some adrenaline going on here.
Yeah. And I'm just like, you gonna have to deal with this bullshit. I come back to school. It's my... Oh, yeah. Also, this was...
No, you heard about this way before the next school day.
No. This was Wednesday of Thanksgiving.
Oh, no. I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother came and yelled at you, except me, who was laughing hysterically. And said, good. You should have done that.
No, they yelled at me on Monday. Let me continue on the story. So I'm in a vindictive mood because I'm an asshole.
Glad you can admit it.
Sean, along with his crush on Carrie, had another crush on this girl, Katie Murray. So it's Thanksgiving. What does your boy do? I start hitting up Katie. I'm like, how's it going? We haven't hung out in a while. Let's talk. Let's be friends. Unbeknownst, so on the bright side, with having this conversation, I at least have someone vouching for me. Before I get yelled at. Also, important factor that's kind of not important. These women are ugly. So in my misogynistic head in high school, I'm like, these are ugly women. Who the fuck cares?
Everyone except Katie Murray, who I think her only good quality is that she was attractive. She's friendly, but she's just so fucking boring. There's nothing going on in her entire life.
That's true.
But anyway, I don't like you. I don't like that you just did this. I could have won.
I know.
I'm not a fan. I'm fighting against this tyranny. This is some bullshit. You know it's some bullshit.
I'm just giving myself some life points. I can't destroy your heart.
Oh wait. Hey Carlos. No. Hey Carlos, I'll draw 3. How's that feel for you? Oh, no. It was kind of a big hit.
I don't like that. Okay. So back to my story. I love how all these Yu-Gi-Oh games really just come back to me in high school being an asshole to people.
Yeah, that's kind of all you're known for.
But this time I was in the right.
Yeah. I'll painfully admit that you were right for once. Because it's not about me. I don't care. Yeah. The story has nothing to do with me.
So Carrie is she's just like, what the hell happened between you and... Actually, she's not talking to me at this point because I think I said something super fucked up about her dad.
Jesus Christ. Are you sure you're the hero of this story?
Oh, no. It wasn't... That's not when I said it. I said it in the springtime of junior years when I said something super fucked up about her dad.
The springtime of your youth.
Yeah, I think I pissed her off during Thanksgiving break, or like we just got in a fight.
Oh my god. Just fucking go. Come on.
So...
Not in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean in the goddamn story.
She's upset, so we're not talking to each other. But everyone decides to say Carlos is the bad guy for not wanting to break the law. And then they would not listen to me when I'm like, yo, I'm black. I ain't trying to fuck around with no car. I ain't trying to be out here driving around.
Which is not at all the issue, and you know it.
No, this asshole ain't got no seatbelt in my car.
I can't believe you get away with the shit you get away with.
I didn't get away with it
I would argue you got away with it.
People got really upset with me, and then
You
then
left a friend on the side of the street and drove away. He had to walk the way home.
No, he didn't walk the right way home. He actually walked me to this girl's house, and she gave him ride. In my defense.
God. So anyway,
there then created the Great Divide, where people had to pick sides, and
it was a civil war of sorts.
I got all the attractive people.
Thank you.
And then, oh, but that's not really the end of that's the end of me. That's the end of me and Sean being friends. But
hold on, can I stop you for a second? Can I just pull aside soliloquy style? So pretend you can't hear this.
Okay.
We're on stage. This is just the audience. Audience, I did not know this story was going to go on this long. I thought it was just like a quick and simple story.
No,
I'm sure it's... Excuse me, soliloquying right now. Thank you. I thought it was just going to be over. And, like, it's a good story, but, like, the way Carlos talks sometimes, it's just he goes round and round, adding unnecessary details.
There's never an
I don't know. Excuse me, soliloquying. And I'm just like, guys, I'm sorry if you're not enjoying the story. I think it's pretty funny. Sometimes we got to give the spotlight to someone else. But I didn't
another comment.
I didn't realize it would go so long. But, you know, this is just hang in there. It's going to round out at some point. Oh, so yeah, what were you saying, Carlos?
There's going to be another comment of Carlos. You're so stupid. Wow, I don't even... I'm sorry.
I always love hearing everyone who watches these videos takes on you.
Do they think I'm a real person and I operate my life in this way?
I don't know how you're a real person to begin with. So continue. It's not the end of the story.
So Sean, this piece of shit. Me and him no longer friends.
Now Nick taking the spot. Nick is now more friends with Carlos than ever. Nick, Pat, and Carlos, the summer of fun.
Yeah, along with Alex, special guest appearances.
That's true. He was like the Zoidberg in Futurama. Like sometimes he'd come, but not always. He wasn't part of the main three.
But when he was there, it was special.
Yeah.
So what we used to do back in like the summer was we used to have a lot of bonfires. So this motherfucker Sean, he is now fully committed to the Carrie relationship. He is fully intent on ruining what a young blossoming love we had. Also, Carlos did a bunch of fuck shit that made Carrie really upset for understandable reasons.
But this is Sean. Sean is ruining it. Carlos can do no wrong. Is that how this is going?
Yeah, we'll tell the Carlos fucked up all the Carrie relationship stories later.
I think those could fill an entire, 7 videos. You've done a lot wrong, but then again, she did a lot wrong too, so...
So me, Carrie, Sean all somehow turn up at the same bonfire.
Oh,
the
man.
Thing is...
The intrigue.
The thing is, since Carrie was at this point actually enjoying my company, this is when we were making out. This is when I was actually finally getting some action.
We call this the central field point.
This is the golden age of Carrie and Carlos, where it looked like there was some hope. So she's staying next to me the entire night. We're hanging out. We're being cool, whatnot. But the slide that she told me was because Sean was going to the military. She wasn't going to date me until Sean went to join the military, and that's when we'll actually start a relationship.
I don't know.
Out of respect for him.
Hold on. I don't know if we should sweep that under the rug. That Sean was going to the military. I don't know if that makes him a different character in people's eyes. We should make that pretty clear.
He's also an asshole.
Okay. Not because he's going to the military. He was an asshole before he went.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, came out and now he's all PTSD'd out. It's a lot cooler.
What the fuck?
That is word for word what you said to me.
In my defense.
You are the one who told me that. You can't just claim that's a fucked up thing to say. Those are your words.
In my defense. When I ran into him, because we hadn't spoken.
Oh my god.
Now you're ruining. Now you're making me look like an asshole.
I've ruined the momentum a bit. I should also add, last time I saw Sean, he came into the store and he bought 2 drinks and he gave me one. And he was like, "Hey, have a good rest of your shift." I was like, "Oh, Ugh.
Fuck you. You're making him seem like a likable human being.
I don't know if I can take Carlos's side anymore.
You're gonna take my side, motherfucker. Anyway,
I have to. It's in our contracts. Go on.
he's not that bad of a guy, y'all.
Now. We should clarify. Now.
Now. But, so Carrie's spending the entire time with me. And then, apparently he starts guilt-tripping her via text. And then they go and make out. They leave me at the bonfire. Mind you, I believe I'm driving Carrie home that night.
Oh, so delicious. I didn't even realize it was my turn.
Honestly, that's not even the worst thing that Carrie ever did to me. Did I tell you about how she slept with some guy mere hours after making out with me in the backseat of my car, and telling me she's like, we're gonna be together? Okay, that yeah. Oh yeah.
Who's the guy?
You don't know him. He went to a different school.
Oh, is he from Canada?
No. I remember all of his bio. His name was Tommy. I found his Facebook. Yeah, ultra creep. It actually was it's a very big turning point in Carrie's life too.
Let's save that story for another time. Finish the one that you started half an hour ago.
So yeah, so Carrie and Sean make out at the bonfire I am at, right?
You're like, driving her home.
I'm driving her home. And then when I find out about it, she's stunned that I'm upset.
That's just the kind of gal she is. He turned you into a horse. So you said nay to that, and it started an argument.
And then this motherfucker, he had one of my good friends run the screen on me to get her away from me. He had my friend Joe at this time. I thought me and Joe were good friends.
No, I've known from the start Joe was in Sean's camp, not yours.
But I hadn't known Joe.
If this was Game of Thrones, the audience would have seen that betrayal coming a mile away.
Shit, man, I thought we had something special. So Joe gets me.
No, you got red weddings.
Joe gets me to cross the bonfire because I'm with Carrie the entire time. He gets me to cross over, and then Sean swoops into my spot, and they go make out, and I'm like, man, I never want to fight everyone at a bonfire. I now know. I've never gotten so close to like that white boy rage of like, let me just murder everybody.
Oh my god. Jesus. It's a fucked up thing to say, and you know it.
I know, I'm fully aware. But don't act like it's not true.
Sorry this happened to you.
Oh my god, no, I gotta send my key card to the graveyard.
That was a really dumb choice.
I'm charging this. I'm more interested right now in telling this vivid story to the audience.
Okay.
I don't. Oh yeah, and then as we all know, the end of the story, me and Carrie don't get together.
Hey Carlos. Here's looking at you, kid.
Fuck you.
Good choice. So continue. So was that the end of the Sean saga?
Nah, see, because here's the thing that pisses me off the most. This motherfucker leaves. I text Carrie. He's gone. Cause you already know.
You sent the text. He's gone.
Yeah, I literally texted back. I'm like, you know what the fuck this is? You know how long I've been waiting?
What's the name for military guys? For the guy that's sleeping with your wife while you're away? It's like a generic name. It's like Jody or something.
I don't know. Were
you the Jody in this situation?
Apparently. And then oh fuck, I gotta go to sleep soon. And she's just like, I don't know if I want a relationship before we go to college. Nick, I'm a Christian. I'm a virgin.
That's at the time that was true.
I had never been so livid with a woman in my life. And I had to put everything on hold. I had fucked up the Katie Bonica relationship at that point. I literally stopped responding to Katie Bonica because I'm on my way out, woman. I've got greener fields on the other side. That shit's foul. Women are foul.
I think it's more than just women in this situation.
I just don't understand Sean. I legitimately, like, I wanted to run into him at the high school reunion. Oh yeah, now this motherfucker dates one of his close friend's sisters. I don't know how you can do that.
Oh, by the way, what's Melissa doing?
Fuck you. You don't even like
Is
black
that
girls.
what she's doing? You don't know
No.
that.
She
You
got
don't
a
know my
job
life.
now. She got a job now. She's making good money.
That's good. So you can, 'cause she can make money in the relationship. Continue.
Anyway,
Melissa wouldn't date me.
yeah.
I'm painfully aware of this.
So, where was I? About Sean. I just mean, like, if he wanted back in on this carry chase, he could have literally told me, and I would have said, no, motherfucker, I'm way too invested in this bullshit.
But he didn't. He went around your back.
Yeah, I was just
He
like,
Judased you.
literally, I am similar to Jesus Christ.
Well,
I do,
that's a
I
hot
do know,
take.
I do know my father.
Oh, that's messed up.
He's not a real person.
I mean, he was a real person at some point,
yeah.
I assume. Fuck you and your life points.
But yeah, I don't even understand. And then Joe did me dirty like that, and then Hal was trying to play the fence, and I wasn't cool with that shit. Hal had to pick a side.
Hal, pick a side.
I was mad tight about that.
Hal's been
one
your
was
friend since 2nd grade. That's fucked up.
third
I would-
grade.
No, 2nd grade, because he stole you from me in 2nd grade.
No, that was Robbie Elliott.
No, it wasn't. Wait, that was 1st grade.
thought I
2nd
meant-
grade, you and what was that? The one male teacher in 2nd grade.
Mr. Alton.
Yeah, that's you and Hal were in class together then.
Really?
Yep.
I could have sworn it was third grade.
No,
Oh well,
I wouldn't lie to you about your life.
I don't care that much to like ask. I base most of my friendships now on like when did I friend you on Facebook?
So yeah, Sean betrayed you, and Carrie the harlot. Just so sorry,
just-
man. If only literally all of your friends warned you not to go anywhere near Carrie because she's just fucking with you. If only. In your defense. In my defense. Alright. Carlos Lopes. Hold on, wait, no. In my defense, Carlos Lopes. I am a Christian and a virgin. I believed that things would go okay for me. Things were looking up, and they did not pan out. How am I doing so far?
that.
That was hurtful. I don't
I-
approve of it.
I am triggered by that. I feel upset.
You should be. You're really predictable.
I don't understand the question, nor will I respond to it.
well,
Okay, in my defense, I was a boy in high school who had never gotten laid and kind of needed those life lessons.
and threw all of your chips and all of your cards on this one girl.
Hey, that's how I live life.
That was quite the gamble, and it did not pay off. Despite everyone, literally, every one of your friends saying, don't do this. Not a single one of your friends was in favor of Carrie.
Can't remember that.
I can remember, so you don't have to, don't worry.
Nah, drawing a blank.
Really, because you remember the rest of that in such vivid detail.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
have
about.
difficulty believing that you can't remember.
In a sense, though, the most fucked up thing was like Sean was the only one riding on the pro carry camp, and now it kind of makes it seem like he's just waiting hard to get snatched.
It was only he could only get off by fucking you over.
Shit, man, that shit was vicious.
Sean's into some cuckolding shit.
I ended friendships. Yeah, next episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna do the Ballad of Carrie.
I think you need the next 7 episodes.
part one.
Oh
No,
my god.
what's really gonna happen is gonna be wait, are we gonna do the live let's stream of Infamous?
Yeah, at some point.
Okay, because I'm down to do that, and that will be the Ballad of Carrie sale with live audience interaction.
That'll be something.
I'm excited to see John in the comments like, what the fuck is happening?
John doesn't always show up to streams. He usually puts them on while he's working. Also, we had to mention John during the video. I mean, it's like a requirement at this point.
Yeah.
So he'll comment after the fact, maybe.
I really wonder what y'all think about my life, because like I'm listening to me tell these stories back, and I'm like, I do a lot of ridiculous shit.
Oh man, if only you had a best friend telling you how ridiculous you are your entire life.
Like hell, you made a play out of me talking about peeing on myself.
I did do that. That was my favorite comment because I knew it would piss you off. That's a story for another time. Yeah, fuck you for making me play the straight man. I shouldn't have to do this. I am ridiculous enough. My life is crazy enough on its own that I should be able to be the main character. But somehow, whenever I fucking talk to you, the only person who I cannot play the straight man with is Spencer, but it only works when it's me and you and Spencer. Then he plays the straight man. But if it's just me and him, he pulls some weird weeb shit, and then all of a sudden, I'm the straight man again. My friends are too weird. It's not fair. I'm definitely the weirdest. I don't like this.
Like,
Any closing remarks?
I realized I've become a full-time sitcom character when
You were my sitcom sidekick. You are the Kramer of my life. No, you're more like George. No, I'm like George.
I pre-gamed before class, and like it was a presentations class, so everyone was doing presentations, and everyone kept shouting me out in the back, and I'm like, I am literally that character who people just like all know, but I'm only like a part of their lives. I'm not like a main ingredient other than your life, sadly, Nick. But like people just know me, and they're like, oh my god, do you know Carlos? Let's talk about this crazy story. I live a low-key life. I don't do interesting things.
See, you have the same ability I do, which is that you take non-interesting stories and make them interesting and easy to listen to. And it's a gift.
Is that more because I put myself in super awkward situations?
Yes. Yes, you do. It's a talent you have.
It's just like a Burger King story.
Wait, what's the... Oh, yeah. It's just like this weird thing where it's like, you know you shouldn't do things, but there's a part of you that's like, but what if I did do it?
The thing is, I'm not that socially awkward, but I find a way. Like in my mind, there's two patterns. Like, this is how normal people react. This is how you're gonna react for a story. This is much more interesting.
Like, don't get me wrong, there are times where I'll do things differently because I know it'll be a funny story. You have no control. Your brain just always automatically goes down that path.
It reminds me of that the Community episode when they're fucking around with the foosball guys, and the foosball guys use a soccer ball to like kick it at Jeff, and then they leave the ball, and he's like, "You left the ball." He's like, "This is a $25 bit. That's an expensive bit." And that's my life in a nutshell. I'll go pretty far out for the bit.
And I appreciate you for it. So thank you all for watching. We only had a 45-minute or 48-minute Yu-Gi-Oh part last time, so naturally we had to go a little longer this time.
You got to give it the subtitle of the Charlie Murphy memorial special and the Ballad of Sean.
That's a long subtitle. Anyway.
I love how they're all ballads. All my life stories are ballads.
Because you drag everything out. See, this is why you're perfect for radio. Or Let's Plays, whatever we are. Anyway, any other final closing remarks besides tip your waiter? Because it's not a thing and I'm not letting it become a thing. I'm going to start bleeping it out. I'm just going to start, like, muting your audio if that's all you say.
I don't like this. Hey, y'all, I'm about to graduate. Nick's about to grad.
I am about to graduate, yes. I am. Things have corrected themselves, and that's all that there is.
So it should be lit. We about to be out here. Cheer. Birdman.
Whatever. See you next time.
All right.